Are you ready? Am I on? Oh, hi. Hello everyone, it's Ray. Today I come to you from in front of the White House as President Obama makes his rounds around the Middle East. I figured someone ought to come here while he's away and make sure that everything runs smoothly. Nothing's really happening here. There's not a lot of news coming out of Washington today, not surprisingly, as the news seems to follow the president. He gave a speech this morning in Cairo, and it was received quite differently, depending on who you ask. CNN had a headline, Obama reaches out to Muslim world. Now I have my own problems with this new phrase, the Muslim world, that's the administration's been using. Since Muslims come from so many countries and are very diverse people, so lumping them all together would be akin to saying the Christian world or the Methodist world. I know what he's getting at, but they've got to come up with a better way to say that. Anyway, I went over to Fox News, to their website, and their headline was, Obama's terrorist invite. Gotta love our press. There's no bias on either side, I suspect. So when I saw that, I was saying to myself, there he goes again, palling around with terrorists. And then I read the story, and he's doing no such thing. He cautioned both Hamas and Israel about using the tactics they've been using and telling them that they had to find some common ground. I visited Israel. I went to Tel Aviv. It's about 8 years ago. And it was on business, and I was there for about a week. And talking to some of the people there, it was sort of interesting. Seeing the armed guards by the restaurant where we went to lunch and having to pass through a security check to sit at this outdoor restaurant. They're very security conscious there, with good reason. During lunch, one of the business people that I had gone to see relayed to me that he felt, that many of them felt, that the Palestinians did not want to push them beyond the green line. You're all familiar with what that is. But in fact, they wanted to push them to the blue line. Well, I didn't know what the blue line was, so I asked them. And they said that the blue line was the shore, where the ocean met Israel. So they have their own sort of gallows humor to deal with the situation there. I did not visit any Palestinian areas while I was there in Israel, but I have followed their problems throughout the years. It's almost like bad neighbors, neighbors that don't like each other. They can snipe at one another until eventually one leaves. Now, fortunately, that's not a solution for the people in either Israel or Palestine. So they have to come to some other accord. Now that has proven to be a very difficult task, as their argument, their issues have lasted 60 years. What Obama is trying to do is to have each side moderate their position. Neither one is entirely right or entirely wrong, in my opinion. And each has done horrible things to the other side, whether it's claimed to be retaliation or for some other reason. The fact remains that there have been horrible things done by each side. And unless they want to continue this war that won't end, they have to find some kind of moderation. They have to moderate their views. Israel has to stop building in the settlements. The Palestinians have to stop bombing Israel. They will never get anywhere unless those two things happen. Although it already seems that this conflict has gone on forever, it most assuredly will continue, and unless there is moderation on each side of the conflict.